Welcome back for another book review. Today we are talking about this little one. So this is Tarot, the Way of Mindfulness. Use the cards to find peace and balance by names that are German, and I don't know how to say them, so I'm not going to. This is a very small little pamphlet book. The pages are colorful and laminated, or whatever you'd call it. It's like a glossy page dealio, fully colored, and it bases it off of the traditional Rider-Waite deck. Now, the reviews that I had found for this book kind of varied, but to me, it felt like if you wanted to expand how you could view the tarot as a bit more of a late beginner, early intermediate phase, where you have your base understanding of each card, but you want a way to deepen it with a slightly more mindfulness-ish focus. Now, each card had the following listed. You have a brief phrase such as a burst of energy and leap forward, or a time of transformation. Then below that, there is a smaller phrase such as the air element, insight, concepts, judgments, or finding balance. Then it describes the card. Again, we're going off of the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, so it's going off of that specific imagery. Of course, there's literally tens of thousands, if not millions, of decks out there now, so a lot of different artwork, but this is off that traditional deck. And it's just describing it, characters looking this way, there's this in the card, this and that. Every deck does that, so it's, whatever, but it describes each card. Then for the minor cards, there is the numbers, symbols, and details section for each card. And then for the major, they have a question. I wish they would have kept the question, I wish they would have just done all of those for all of the cards instead of changing it, but whatever. And then each card has the challenge, what you can do, and going deeper. I would rate this a 3 out of 5 star. Personally, it's just okay, which honestly, I had a lot of books like that back to back to back of it's okay. So this was just fine. If you are wanting to learn the tarot, this would probably be helpful for you. It would give you some ideas, but some people were bored with it. They felt in other reviews that it didn't really add anything, it's just for beginners, where I claim title of beginner, I felt a little overwhelmed because I don't know all the cards yet. I feel like after I go through the Living Tarot book, then I will not be a beginner. Until such time, none of these books have completely made me feel that I would know the cards as well, except that one. All of the others are just memorize it. That book doesn't have you do that. It's one of those I need to just buy it. Maybe that'll be my birthday gift to myself this year, is just buy that book. I need it. I need to go through it. But this would be good after the Living Tarot, where you get the gist of what you're doing with the cards. You have your personal relationship with the cards and you want to expand it. That's when these kind of books kick in. And also, unless you are a hyper focus on tarot, I do not recommend reading these cover to cover. You are gonna get so bored. It is not invigorating to read page after page after page after page. It's kind of dull. It's more one of those other reference books where in our ideal library one day, you just grab this off the shelf, flip to the page that you need, ta-da, done. Not sit down and read, though it does go by fairly fast because it is so tiny, but it's still kind of boring to read through. I would say the recommended audience for this is going to be again, that late beginner, early intermediate tarot reader. If you're advanced, you might get something from it. A lot of people were complaining that it really wasn't a whole lot of mindfulness in the cards, which sure, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of hard to put mindfulness into it other than look at the card, look at the picture, ask yourself questions, look at all of the things all at once. But I don't know, I feel like it's a different way to look at the cards, but you need to know the cards before you do that. Would I buy this one? Probably. Because, again, when I have the space and the money, there are certain books that I would like to have. There are certain sections I would like to have in my own personal library, one of which is tarot. I would love to have books. Actually, just a divination section, to be perfectly honest, because I'll have a section for runes, tarot, divination, whole section, probably a whole bookcase one day. Till such time, it's on my to eventually be bought list to slowly stack into my really too small of bookcases. So anyways, I would love to know your thoughts on this one in the comments down below. As always, a huge thank you to my patrons. If you want to support me and get access to exclusive content, it is patreon.com/nightwillowcrafts. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I post every single day. If you want to check out my books, they are always linked down below. And until next time, thank you so much for watching, and blessed be.